Hello everyone and welcome to the Bucky Burlett Gym here at Drury High School in North Adams for tonight's huge rivalry matchup in the MIAA Division 5 quarterfinals between the two-time defending state champions, the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes, the number 9 seed, as they come to North Adams to take on the number 1 top seed in Division 5, the Drury Blue Devils. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Rick Boer. I'll be joined a little bit later by longtime basketball coach here at Drury High School and Mount Greylock, John Jacoby. But before we get started, we'll talk a little bit about how these teams got here. Start first of all for the Hurricanes. They got a number 9 seed, even though they were sub 500 this season, based on the league they play in and the toughness of their schedule. They were 9-13. They come in with 9-13 record. They defeated number 4 Stoughton 64-22 in the first round. No problem there. And also defeated Granby on the road. The Granby, the Class D champions, 50-40 to knock them out in the round of 16. The Hurricanes, even with their sub 500 record, have won 4 out of their last 5 games. For the Drury Blue Devils, they come in with a 5-game winning streak. They are the Class C Western Mass champions after a 48-27 win over Lee at Wacona Regional. They defeated number 32 Mohawk 62-30 in the first round, and the other night defeated number 16 Ware 61-21 in the round of 16. Drury does not have a loss to a Division 5 school in the state of Massachusetts this year. Their losses came to Division 3 Pittsfield, 1 to South Hadley, a D4 team, 2 to Frontier, also a D4 team, and another D4 team, Pope Francis from Springfield. In their first matchup, and December 19th in Cheshire, Drury got the better of the Hurricanes 55-30. In that ball game, the player of the game was for Drury was basically freshman Ella Bond. They got really, really hot and opened up a small Drury lead into a large lead in the fourth quarter. And much closer, a couple weeks later, on January 15th, Drury defeated Hoosac Valley 52-43. It was not as easy for the Blue Devils the second time as it was the first time, as this rivalry, sometimes you can just throw it out the window. Talk a little bit about what happens when you play a team 3 times in one season. Well, I guess if you're a very, very dominant team, like the Hurricanes have been for over a decade, to knock them off even once out of 3 was pretty hard to do. It never really happened. It did happen the other night down in Lee, as the Lady Millionaires of Lenox knocked off the Lee Wildcats and knocked them out of the tournament. So Lee had easily beaten Lenox the previous 2 times, but it didn't happen the other night. So anything can happen in a rivalry game, and the Hurricanes, certainly the defending champions, the 2-time defending champions, gave Drury all they could handle here the first time. Hoosac Valley, a couple great scorers, 3 kids out there with a lot of experience. Freshman Gianna Wittig, and then, of course, Genevieve Legesse, the outstanding sophomore, and Reagan Shea, the leader of this team and the leading scorer of this team, and she's just a junior. But they are battle-tested. They played the last couple of seasons in the playoffs and in the MIAs. They played in Lowell twice for the championship, winning both games, so they know what it takes. Everybody's going to have the adrenaline flowing. Everybody's going to have some jitters, but the Hurricanes know what they need to do on the floor, and they are very well coached. Coach John Frederick knows exactly how to handle his kids based on their talent. And yes, they did lose 3 seniors last year in Maren Capiello, and of course, Ashlyn LaSure and Emma Meswar. And there's no replacing Meswar and LaSure, that's for sure. A couple All-Western Mass selectees last year. But the Hurricanes play with tenacious defense and love the 3 ball and love to share the basketball. For the Drury Blue Devils, they do it all on defense. And it kind of starts with their juniors, the Hayden twins, Ashlyn and Delaney. And of course, don't forget their point guard, senior Meg McGrath. And the thing about the Hurricanes, they have Reagan Shea and Genevieve Legesse, both about 13.5 points a game. So you know you got to try to have to slow them down a little bit, and that's what Coach Downey is going to try to do tonight. But how do you slow down the Drury Blue Devils? come in with a record of 18-5, and they do not have a scorer averaging double figures. As a matter of fact, they do not have a scorer averaging even over 8 points a game. Their leading scorers is Delaney Hayden at 7.77 and Ella Bond at 7.61. Everybody on the team that plays averages anywhere from 3.5 to 7.5 points. Both teams offensively around the same. Drury averaging 47, Hoosac Valley 45. The Hurricanes giving up 47, but Drury is giving up only 32 points a game, and that is the difference. And as Coach Jacoby joins us, we're gonna put him right on the spot with a couple of questions. John, welcome. What I was telling our viewers and listeners, Coach Downey knows what he has to do. He's going to put his defenders on LeJess and of course try to slow down Reagan Shea, who they did a very good job down in Cheshire. Found themselves in a 39-39 tie here in the fourth quarter, and Hoosac gave them everything. But if you're John Frederick, how do you prepare for a team that is so well balanced, not just the starting five, but the next five sitting on the bench?
Yeah, no, Drury is as deep of a team as I've seen in a long time. They got players off the bench that are sometimes better than the players they're starting. So they have a nice problem to have. They have a great depth, and John Frederick's got to figure that out. The thing about Drury is with all that depth, you don't know where the scoring's going to come from night in and night out, so you can't defend any different. So John Frederick's just got to play the ball hard and not let anybody get into 15-20 range scoring, and make it a lower scoring game than it's been when they were 39-39. It was lower scoring than the first time they played. Tonight's game, in my opinion, comes down to the depth of Drury, to the experience of the 3 or 4 players that saw time last year. Hoosac has been to the state Final Four. Drury has not. Drury won their first Western Mass title this year since 2001, and they got that monkey off the back, and now they want to get to the Final Four. So are they going to be able to handle the pressure? Hoosac's been there, not all of them, a lot of the players are new, but Shea and LeJess and even freshman Wittig saw time last year, and that might make a difference. So my feeling is Drury's got to handle their nerves for being in this Elite 8 game, and Hoosac's got to try to find a way to counter all that depth that Drury has.
In the first matchup, it was pretty close in the first half, and then I did talk, just before you joined me, John, I talked about Ella Bond getting really, really hot. Probably having her, definitely was the best scoring game of the season.
Yeah, I love Ella Bond scoring. It runs in the family, obviously, but she's only a freshman. She's a great kid. She plays hard, but when she gets going offensively, she might be the leading scorer for Drury on many given nights.
John, the one thing I did not mention before you joined me was that Hoosac Valley, very disappointing loss, I would think, to Pioneer Valley Christian, because I had them pretty much clinch the Class D, and based upon going to Graham and beating Graham the other night, I think that's one. I think they let it get away, but that's over for them too. And Coach Frederick's got his kids into a familiar spot. The only difference, and I mean the only difference, I think, John, is that they are on the road. They've always been road warriors. They were under the other previous coaches. We'll see how they works out tonight.
The big only difference is this is a Drury-Hoosac Valley matchup, a rivalry, and that just adds more intrigue to this big game tonight.
So we're going to turn it over to Jeff Polari, who tonight is wearing not blue and not red, but he's wearing his white sweatshirt, and he's got each school represented on his sleeves. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Polari is the athletic director at both Drury and Hoosac Valley High Schools.
Will not be tolerated under grounds removal from the gym this evening. We ask that you please respect all players, coaches, officials, and administrators. And all fans should note, noisemakers, horns, bells, and whistles are also prohibited and result in removal from the gym tonight at Drury. On behalf of all of us with Blue Devil Athletics, we thank you for your cooperation. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Hurricanes, at guard and 8th grader, number 11, Ava Chigello. At guard, a freshman, number 13, Gianna Whittick. At forward, a sophomore, number 5, Genevieve Legess. At guard, a junior, number 21, Reagan Shea. And at forward, a senior, number 45, Izzy Tart. Hoosac Valley is led by head coach John Frederick. And now let's meet the starters for your Drury Blue Devils. At guard, a junior, number 31, Delaney Hayden. At guard, a sophomore, number 23, Lily Moranti. At center, a junior, number 13, Elise Daly. At guard, a junior, number 14, Ashlyn Heated. And at guard, a senior, number 2, Megan McGrath. The Blue Devils are led by head coach Ian Downey, assisted by Colton Downey. Tonight's officials are Mark Cayley, Bill Berry, and Kurt Chalana. At this time, fans, ask that you please rise if you are able. Direct your attention towards the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Not a sellout, John, but a nice crowd on hand. And if you're a Northern Berkshire sports enthusiast or like high school basketball, this is a special weekend, to say the least.
Yeah, no, when I coached 7 years up here as the Drury's boys basketball coach, and the Hoosac Drury game is a game that you can't describe unless you've been a part of it. But the fans know how important this is, how big of a matchup, what this game means to both teams. Hoosac Valley struggled at times this year, and now they find themselves in a familiar position. And Drury won their Western Mass Championship, and now they want to get to the Final Four at the States. It doesn't get better than this, Rick.
And it says a lot, John. We over and over again talk about how good basketball is, boys and girls here in Berkshire County, including some of the teams that have already been eliminated or maybe didn't get into the tournament. Can beat a lot of teams that were in the tournament, that's for sure.
Yeah, no.
They always got mutual respect by coaches in the Pioneer Valley anyway.
Berkshire County with this new state format and another division added have, especially Drury and Hoosac lately have made their way to the top, and here we go.
I saw they give up the tap. Get ready to go on defense.
Yep, they're in a zone, it looks like.
All the way to the hoop. Shot is up and no good by Ashlyn. Here comes Genevieve Legess. Chigello, the 8th grader. Shea's going to be guarded by Meg McGrath. Little switch there right now.
Yeah, she switched right back. She was on her both games earlier and did a good job on Shea.
Right down all the way to the hoop. And scoring is Izzy Tart. First basket of the night.
Yeah, the one senior for Hoosac gets the scoring going, and Hoosac back into their traditional press right away.
Little give and go. Moranti's going to take a pop. Shot no good. Rebounded by Reagan Shea. Still on the dribble. Tart. And to Gianna Wittig, the outstanding freshman point guard. Nice dish off to LaJess. She goes up and a foul.
Yeah, the momentum, early momentum starts with Hoosac. We had a drive by Drury and a three-point attempt on their offensive end. Couldn't find the basket. Now Hoosac got an uncontested layup from the senior Tart, and now LaJess goes to the line for two.
We've covered Genevieve for 2 years now. She is an incredible free throw shooter.
Yeah, I'm dating myself. My first year coaching, her father was a senior on the Hoosac Valley team. Bill Robinson led, and I was lucky enough to be their JV coach. But she made 2 for 2 to give them an early 4-0 lead.
Yeah, we got a touch foul on Reagan Shea.
Yeah.
Very minute to say the least, but it's going to get called. It's going to be first on the Hurricanes, first on Reagan.
Well, they just have to stay consistent, and neither coach can complain. That one was, her hands were on her, but it was far away from the basket.
Hayden's shot, back iron. Wait for the rebound is Ashland. She goes up, no good. Rebound on the floor. Daly gets it back outside.
Nice save by
McGrath
Delaney.
all the way to the hole, puts it up and in.
Big bucket. The senior from Drury gets the first basket and takes a little pressure off them.
Genevieve LaJess. Going to be guarded all night long, I think, as long as she's in the game, by Ashland Hayden.
Well, I'm watching this game. I saw them play. I didn't make the second game with you guys up here, but I saw them play at Hoosac Valley when Drury finally beat Hoosac for the first time in a long, long time. And Hoosac's being a lot more patient tonight and waiting for their shots. They're in no rush to get the offensive going, already down to 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Nice backdoor cut.
Shot is up, no good. Rebound by Shea. Jagello, look, it's taken away and a foul.
Good defense and a foul. Right now, Hoosac's 2 best scorers both have 1 foul. We got to keep an eye on that.
Genevieve was in trouble here at Drury early on in the second matchup. Willie Moranti to the corner. Dee Dee Hayden, cross court, stolen away. Ill-advised pass. Turnover, Drury.
Yeah, no, if you're going to make that cross-court pass, you have to have a little more mustard on that, and a good steal by Wittig.
Wittig thought about it. Now she's going to take it. Shot no good. Hurricanes still with the basketball.
Yeah, that's 2 offensive rebounds tonight. We got to keep an eye on that, too. That'll be a big difference maker.
Tart all the way to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Oh, on the floor, and we got a jump ball. It's going to stay with Hoosac Valley.
Right, that's the third. 2 offensive rebounds and a forced jump ball. Drury's going to do a better job securing the defensive rebound.
I think Genevieve was about an inch away from a second personal right there, too, John.
Yeah. There's a lot of emotions here. You got to just keep your head on, try to avoid foul trouble, and stay in the game, because Hoosac definitely needs LaJess out there as much as possible tonight.
Shea wide open for a 3. Won't go. Another offensive rebound by Tart. She goes up, no good. It's
calling it a block there, back to Hoosac. Shea got the best look I've seen her do in 3 games. Wide open, a good play by Hoosac. She was a little quick on her release, a little long, but Hoosac got their offensive rebound again, and off the deflection, get the ball out of bounds.
Addie Shepard in the game for Drury, replacing Daly, and also Ella Bond in the ball game.
Yeah, both Shepard and Daly have the height on Tart, but Tart knows how to box out and get the rebounds, and that's going to be a big part of this ball game.
She I got a lot of her minutes last year, John. She was a big part of that championship team, though.
Yeah, she had her key moments. That's, last year she was a role player. This year she's a starter. You got to fill whatever role is needed, and she's doing a good job at it.
Reagan Shea. It's going to be. We got a little mini power play going here, John.
Right. I don't know if anyone out on the field court knows it right now. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. I don't know if anyone knows it. Throwing it over the half court's not going to be a good move. She's going to. Nope, she didn't know it. There's a shot clock. Great. Even though they gave up a couple rebounds, great defensive finish off there, Drury. Let's see if they can capitalize on the offensive end.
Okay, here comes a little bit of pressure.
Half court press, just putting token on really. And then falling back into the zone. McGrath again, got a hand on it by Wittig. Oh, foul by McGrath.
That's going to happen. Those are what coaches, I think, aren't real happy about, so far away from your basket.
Yeah, you know what? You get frustrated. You might have got hit on the drive. You didn't get called. Long rebound looks presenting, but if someone's in your way, back off. You got to know when to go for it and when not to.
Almost halfway through the first quarter, it's 4-2 Hoosac Valley.
And you got Bond in the game, and Vidal's had a nice year this year.
Drop off to Lejesh scores. They broke the press.
Yeah, 2 free throws and 2 layups so far for Hoosac Valley. No, and there's another steal.
Gianna Wittig to the hoop, puts it up. No good, just block from the back.
Big
There comes
block,
Vidal.
big block by Shepard there. Kept the ball alive by Ashlyn Hayden. And Ian Downey's going to call the first time out of the game and try to calm the nerves of his girls. Hoosac Valley has broken the press twice and got, one was a play and one was a press breaker for uncontested layups, and then Lejesh got fouled. So they haven't had to work hard to get their 6 points. And Hoosac's making Drury work hard for everything they got, and right now they only got a driving layup by McGrath. Good timeout by Coach Downey.
Yeah, very much. Very good timeout. The only thing you can hope for, John, when a coach calls a timeout is that he gets or she gets some results out of it. And Drury answers. They just need to be calmed down a little bit. But Hoosac Valley is playing very, very hard, especially pounding the offensive glass.
Well, just the nature of this game being an opportunity to go to the state Final Four, I figured it would be a low-scoring game. And so far, 6-2, especially for Drury, only 2 points. They just have to calm their nerves. They have not, even McGrath's driving layup was a runner from 8 feet. It wasn't like a layup. They got to get a good look here, move the ball around and get a shot, and someone's got to bury a jumper because a lot of their offense is from the three-point land.
A lot of Drury's points come off turnovers.
And right now, Hoosac hasn't been turning over the ball.
Shot is up, no good by Shepard. She gets her own rebound.
Good save.
Vidal's shot is up, back iron, no good. Coming away with this, Gianna Wittig. She's all over the place. Here's Reagan Shea to the hoop. And got a blocking foul on Vidal. She was one step ahead of Vidal, and it cost her.
Yeah, I agree with the call earlier on Shea. That one I thought Vidal had good position, and that's a tough call. I would like to see them call the game the way I saw the boys' game on Wednesday night, the Hoosac beating Ware to get to the game tomorrow, and let them play. So there are been a little touch fouls, and I hope they let it go a little bit more than that.
Reagan Shea backs off. Shot no good. Rebounded by Vidal. Drury's got numbers here.
Wide open.
Delaney Hayden. Got it.
That's a big bucket by Delaney. Great find by Vidal and Bond driving the ball up, and that's their first 3 of the game, and it's now a 1-point game. That'll help. Anytime you hit a 3 will help calm the nerves.
With a good save on a pass from Tart. And they're going to reset here.
Again, Hoosac
Shea back iron, no good. Offensive rebound. Shot up and in! Izzy Tart again!
They got to get a body on Tart. They turned around without the box out.
Drury getting a taste of their own medicine right now, John, defensively by the Hurricanes.
Well, you know what? Coach Frederick knows that Drury's got a little bit of nerves in them. They were in this game last year against Lee, and you know, they're putting the pressure on Drury, and Drury's just got to take a deep breath. They've earned the right to be here. They've been a good team. They beat this Hoosac team twice, but they're the ones playing a little nervous right now.
Elabon won't go. Good offensive or defensive rebound by Shea. She had good position. Shot is good, a three. That's Ava Jagello, her first points of the game, and Hoosac has opened up an 11-5 lead.
This is exactly the start that Hoosac wanted and what Drury didn't want. 1.5 minutes to cut the deficit.
Behind again, no good. Another rebound by Wittick. Shot up and a foul. LaJess is left-handed. She uses that left side well.
Yeah,
Hurricanes really playing good basketball right now.
You know what? Hoosac's playing in a zone, and they are playing a matchup zone where they're covering the ball and putting pressure on everything. So nothing's easy for Drury. And right there, Genevieve took advantage of a bad closeout, got to the basket, and forced a foul. And she likes to make her living on the free throw line.
She's 4 for 4 from the line with 6 points.
Hoosac pressing again, a couple cross-court passes.
Mosa gets it out. Goes up, it's no good, partly deflected.
Yeah, Mosa could have got up there on the left side. They knew she wanted to
Here
go
comes
right.
Hoosac. Another three, oh my goodness. Izzy close with a big three, and it's 16-5.
No
Take it
call.
away.
They let them play on.
Here comes Wittick. Drury right now in unfamiliar territory, trailing by 11 here in the first quarter.
And Coach Frederick told them to hold the ball yeah, she traveled. Made a big catch in three there, but she traveled, and Hoosac's got to try to turn the momentum around with 19 seconds left in this first quarter. Great first quarter from Hoosac Valley Hurricanes.
Drury's has some good looking threes, but hasn't hit them. Mosier's shot, no good.
That was dangerous because Drury one more foul and they're going to the line. They didn't foul.
That was an incredible first quarter for Hoosac Valley. They have all the momentum. It was pretty one-sided, John, I really think.
Yeah, I think Hoosac didn't give up any easy shots, and LaJess 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 2 3-pointers and 2 layups, and that's the difference in the game right now. It's 16 points is a good first quarter, and for Drury, 5 points. You got to find some way to get the offense. Right now, we've had some contested driving layups that didn't fall, and I think they're 1 for about 5 from three-point land. So Drury's just got to calm down, win this second quarter, go into halftime with a little bit closer game, and just calm their nerves. They have the depth. They can go 32 minutes full out. Hoosac, Frederick, and the players have the experience, but they don't have as deep of a bench, and we can see if that can come in play. But I know Frederick has his girls ready to play 32 minutes because they've done it for the last 10, 15 years down at Hoosac Valley.
Well, Coach Frederick's got to be really, really happy with his offense and defense, the rebound and the passing, breaking of the press, and the fact that they have an 11-point lead here at Drury without Reagan Shea scoring a point.
Well, every game I've seen, all of Hoosac right now is playing basketball. They're playing free and carefree. Shea doesn't care she doesn't have a point. She cares that they have a 16-5 lead.
Exactly.
And Drury right now just has to take a deep breath and play the basketball that got them here, and they'll be fine. This is a big
Alabama not looking for the ball.
This is a big couple minutes in this quarter, and their opening possession, not a good sign. Let's see if Drury can force some turnovers, because right now Hoosac hasn't been turning over the ball. And they force a jump.
It's going to stay with Hoosac.
Yeah, but it's still the possession arrow flips. You gain the ball next time, but this time it goes back to Hoosac. That was a good trap on the sideline.
Elabon is going to try to stand Genevieve Legesse here. And we got a foul on Meg McGrath. That's her
second foul, and McGrath is a defensive stopper for Drury. I mean, right now, I just want to see Drury's take a deep collective breath, because their body language is tough right now, and someone's going to have to step up and, just right the ship, and they'll be fine. But right now, they got the pressure on them, trailing by 11.
I like the matchup with the point guards here. Shea's going to give it up. Tart, give it back. Shea's got baseline. They pop out for the three. Got another one!
Right now, Hoosac's on fire from three. That's
Izzy Tart.
Their third three-pointer of the night. And that's almost the lead right now, is the three-pointers. 9 from three-point land. Right now they're up 14.
Izzy Tart with her first personal foul.
Nice play for Bond. And
she got
nothing
a three. She got one back.
That's a big shot. They ran a little circle screen with two screens. Wide open three and nothing but net. I'd like to see Bond get going, because she got him going in the game at Hoosac Valley. Yeah, Drury right now aren't talking their nerves. Delaney ran right into that screen. You got to let her know the screen's coming. Good job taking away the left by Moser. Foul on Legesse, her second. That could be a big momentum change too. Eva Moser, a senior, did a great job taking away her left hand. Legesse, in her frustration, went over the back trying to get the rebound, and now she's got two. And Coach Frederick's not even looking at his bench right now. So let's see if Legesse can avoid that third foul.
Lily Moranti back in for Meg McGrath.
Right now, after seeing nothing but net by Bond, I'd run a play for Bond again, but we'll see what they come on this offensive trip. Pretty open.
Head of the key.
There
got another one.
There it is. Ella Bond, freshman, stepping up, saying, I'll get you that collective breath, Coach Downey. Oh, good dribble through the trap there by Wittig. Good defense again by Moser. Good pass ahead.
Here comes Drury.
Nora Wood, another senior.
Good to give it up.
Good job pulling it out.
Delaney Hayden. I got a three!
Timeout by Frederick. Drury has woken up. Delaney Hayden has 2 3-pointers now, and Ella Bond has 2 3-pointers.
And down to 5.
You know what? I once that ball went in from Ella Bond, I felt like there was I saw a smile on somebody's face. I don't know who I saw it from. It was like, oh my God, we can do this. We are the #1 seed. We did win Western Mass. And now that little bit of doubt that they started the game with is taking a back step. And again, Coach Downey ran into some trouble in the first quarter, called a good timeout. The Drury didn't respond to it, but Frederick noticed the run by Drury and said, it's time for my timeout. Good timeout by both coaches tonight, but it's now a ball game again after Hoosac looked like they were in control. Drury just said, no, we're in here, we're going to come play, and they knocked down back-to-back 3-pointers.
I was impressed so much last year when Coach Frederick had Gianna Wittig in his lineup for the second part of last season, but she's really incredible ball handler, John.
Yeah, no, she's calm. she's impressive for a freshman. I mean, both these teams have players who are going to
Reagan
be.
Shea all the way to the hoop. Puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Nora Wood. Stolen away. Stolen away, and she'll go back to the line where she's 4 for 4, John.
Yeah, right there, Drury had a rebound, had the momentum, and they tried to go too fast on the run out, and Hoosac forced a turnover. And again, that was a good call on the foul, but Eva needed to get one step over further, and she would have maybe picked up an offensive foul, but just her first miss. When you're going through momentums, that changes how big the basket looks to you. But I feel with her strength at the free throw line, this will be nothing but net. And it rolls in. Still a 6-point game.
20-14.
Three seconds. Yeah, you know what? They give you a little liberty in there, but Moser had the ball for too long. Ball fakes to get it out. Tough offensive possession. That zone is hurting Drury right now. It would be nice if they can get some inside buckets, but right now most of their offense has been from threes.
Shot back iron, no good. Rebound, tap back.
Big tap out by Bond because Hoosac had inside rebounding position, but Drury threw the ball away again. But Bond on the floor is going to force a jump and maintain the possession.
Stay with Drury, John, as you
First
said.
one on the floor for Drury was Ella Bond. She's been a difference maker in this second quarter. Let's see if they can capitalize on her hustle here. We got
Peyton Crane, another 8th grader in the lineup for Coach Frederick. 20-14 Hurricanes. Drury with the basketball. Nora Wood to put the ball in play.
Yeah, he took LaJess out on the defensive end, give her a quick blow. Turnover by Drury, though. Jump ball back to Hoosac Valley.
So Drury failure to get the ball in play.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier Reagan Shea hasn't scored yet, but she's doing a great job on the defensive end. That's another turnover she forced. So she's just playing team basketball. Oh, first time Wittig felt the pressure and jumped. Nope, looks like a jump again.
It took 3 girls to stop her, John.
Yeah, no, that was big
Wow.
for Drury. They
Yeah.
ended up bringing up a third girl on that trap, and it worked. If it didn't work, it would have been a 3-on-1 on the 3-on-2 at worst on the other end. Yeah, Hoosac's gone to man, that looks like now, after the 3-point barrage.
Hit iron, no good. That's not Eva shot, I don't think.
Travel.
Kurt Chalana says he agrees with you very much.
Yeah, well, I thought she traveled earlier, but the call eventually got made. But right there, they let them play a little bit because Drury did bang a little bit, and it ended up leading to the travel. Man-to-man now, all ball pressure. They are trying to put the pressure on Drury every step they can and making nothing easy for them. Moser was out at play 3, and Bond was inside.
Five-second violation will give the Hurricanes the ball again.
That's a quick 5 seconds. I think this is a big game for the officials too, but I'd rather not notice them out there. That was a quick 5 seconds, but it probably was a legit 5, but let them play.
They're very good at setting screens.
There's-
Reagan Shea. Back iron will go. Rebound by Ella Bond. And we got a foul. It's going to be on Izzy Close. Bella Close.
Yeah, right there, Bond did a good job boxing out, and Close went after the rebound. If she didn't reach over, she would have got away with it, but she reached over, so good call there by the officials. Yeah, they got Shea on Bond.
Layup is no good.
Yeah, when they get a layup, it's a 4-foot layup, and Drury, Hoosac's 2 layups have been right at the basket. Travel, no called.
Lost it out of bounds.
Right now we've had a little lull in the scoring action, but both teams are playing good defense. Next basket will be huge. It'll either be a 4-point game or a 8-point game, depending on if it's a 3 or not. Bond open.
Here's Lily Moranti, back iron, no good.
Great inside position by Moser, but tapped out by Tart.
Reagan Shea into the corner, gets the ball back. Cross court to Wittig. She's going to reset now. 2:40 left, second quarter. 6-point Hoosac lead. Shot from the corner is no good. Rebound by Tart again.
3 seconds. There it is the other way.
There's a travel. What Eva Moser doesn't do offensively, she sure makes it up defensively.
Yeah, no, Tart did a great job getting the offensive rebound, but Moser did just an equally great job defending her after that and forced the turnover. We've had about 2 minutes with no scoring for either team.
Two-point baskets are hard to come by. Delaney Hayden, no good. Wittig all the way down the, puts it up a little bit too hard. On the floor.
Tart goes on the floor. The Drury player did
We got a
not.
foul. I think it's going to be on Delaney Hayden. Third Drury team foul here in the second quarter. That's only her first personal foul. The clock will reset. Shot clock to 35.
5-second call. Oh, illegal screen, actually.
It's on Bella Tart.
Yeah, that's a big foul. But right now, Tart, who plays the 5, and Legess, who plays the 4, both have 2 fouls. Tart staying in the game, though.
Little floater, won't go. Daly can't get the rebound, but Wittig's going to come away with it.
Yeah, driving.
All the way down. Nice pass and scoring is, and who we got? Oh, it's number 11, Ava Jagello, her 5th point of the night here unofficially.
Another wide open layup created by Wittig, making it a 2-on-1, made the defender commit and got a wide open look at the basket. Drury hasn't had too many wide open looks. And that's a foul.
We see it for active shooting.
Yeah, it'll be close. Might call it on the floor.
Yeah, you got to give her 2.
Get in there, 2. First time Drury's been to the line tonight.
That's Peyton Crane's first personal foul.
With how good and how hard Hoosac Valley's playing defense, they've done a good job keeping Drury off the line until now. Wittig gets the roll.
I was watching Drury's team take free throws, John, like they usually do in warm-ups, and things weren't going quite as well as they usually do, so maybe they're just saving it for the game. 22-15. Lily Moranti, the sophomore guard, back at the line. She'll get a second one, and she drains that one.
2 big free throws from Lily Moranti, and we're back to a 6-point game.
Daly out, Shepard in. Try to keep fresh bodies in there.
Drury did a good job already cutting the 11-point lead in half, but the next minute and 18 will go a long way to how they feel walking into the locker room at halftime. Little pressure by, turnover.
Shot up and in.
Not only the turnover,
Delaney
but
Hayden.
a nice lefty layup. Great possession by Hayden there, Delaney.
Only the second 2-point field goal, John, for.
Yeah, uncontested layup. Good turnover.
Oh, good job there.
Oh, big save.
And a foul.
And a foul.
All Drury on that possession.
And
What a defensive play by
Addie
Bond.
Shepard will be going to the line for 2. I said this was a big minute 18, and Delaney Hayden started it off with not over a great turnover, but she drove to the open left side of the hoop and laid it in with her left hand. And now Ella Bond made a great hustle play. It could have been an uncontested layup, but she forced the turnover. Nice soft touch by Addie Shepard there, her first point of the night.
Coach Downey's blessed to having 3 bigs too, John.
Yeah, no, he's got the depth that I've never seen before.
1 out of 2 for Shepard.
1 possession game, though. Big minute on the clock.
Reagan Shea.
Great help by Bond as she got by the sideline there. Dead ball.
45 seconds left here in the second quarter. Little floater's no good. Now offensive rebound.
Double dribble. Great defense by Shepard. The Hoosac Valley Hurricanes are hitting the offensive boards. That's going to be looked at halftime. But great defense after they got the ball to force another turnover. They got a chance to cut it to 1 or even tie the game with a 3-pointer here.
Nora Wood gets fouled. Good look there. Nice feed from Shepard.
Referee Keeley's calling it on the floor, but it doesn't matter in the final minute with 5 fouls on Hoosac.
Still
it's
2
a 2
shots.
shots.
Okay.
Yep. Early in the quarter, that might have been a big call, but right now it's apples and oranges. It doesn't matter. 2 for Nora Wood. First time for her going to the line.
Throws on Gianna Whittick. Four out of 5 for Drury from the free throw line thus far. And 5 out of 6 for Hoosac Valley, all from Genevieve Legesse.
.23 seconds. Hoosac will either get a layup or pull it out.
Shea double team there.
Drury has 1 foul to give if they want to try to force a turnover. Block. 7 seconds left on the clock.
Nice block, and trying to save it was
Vidal,
but she couldn't.
Well, you don't want to save the ball near your own basket, so it's kind of a blessing that it went out. We got McGrath in with 2 fouls. That's an interesting play.
Ashlyn Hayden also.
Yeah, but McGrath
there, too.
has 2 fouls with 7.2 seconds left. I hope she avoids this third one here.
Shot is up and no good. Rebound. McGrath's going to baseball. No good at the buzzer.
22-20 at halftime. About a minute ago, 5 minutes ago, if you told Drury, at the beginning of the game, if you told Drury they'd be down 2 at half, they'd be mad. But after what happened in the first quarter and the open of the second quarter, Drury's very happy only being down 2 going into the locker room.
I believe, John, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was 16-5, an 11-point lead. And then came the 3 threes by Drury.
Yeah, no, it was 3 threes by Drury. I think Hoosac had 1 in there, so it ended up going 19-14. And then there was no scoring for a long time. It was 2014. Legesse hit 1 free throw. It was 2014 for about 3 minutes. And then a little bit of scoring by Drury at the end to cut the lead. A lot from the foul line once Hoosac got in foul trouble. But right now, if you double the score, it's 44-40. The game was going to be in the 40s is what I figured, instead of the 60s or 70s like it was in the regular season.
Right. So we've come to the end of the first half here in the MIAA Division 5 girls quarterfinal matchup. Number 9 seed Hoosac Valley going to take a 2-point lead over the Drury Blue Devils, going to the locker room at 22-20. Don't go away. John and I will be right back with second half action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Drury High School for tonight's MIAA Division 5 quarterfinal matchup between the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes and the Drury Blue Devils. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the first half. Rick Boer with John Jacoby and our camera operator, Wyatt Minnow. Beautiful, beautiful crowd on hand tonight supporting both Adams and Cheshire and the North Adams-Clarksburg general area. Mentioned earlier that Jeff Polari's got to be enjoying this one. Since he's been the athletic director, he's been to Lowell a couple of times already too, and he's hoping to go back this year.
Yeah, no, Drury has both number 1 seed teams, and Hoosac Valley has done a good job at their number 9 seeds. I know the boys were 8, I believe, but they've done a great job. Win and move on is what you should do. And Hoosac Lady Hurricanes had a big win over Granby, the team they would have faced in the finals if they didn't have a little hiccup against Pioneer Valley. But Hoosac came out with guns a-blazing in that first quarter, and Drury did a good job calming their nerves. This third quarter is huge. If Hoosac can open up a lead again, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the Drury Blue Devils. If Drury can make a little run and take over the lead, then that's going to flip the switch. And so this third quarter, going in the fourth quarter, Drury's not inexperienced, but they haven't been to the Final Four before. This team wants to break through to the Final Four, and being tied or ahead would go a long way to that. They don't want to get down another big deficit.
So for scoring in the first half for Drury, 8 for Delaney Hayden, 6 for Ella Bond, 2 apiece for Meg McGrath and Lily Moranti, and a free throw for Nora Wood and Addie Shepard. For Hoosac Valley, Genevieve Legess and Bella Tart each with 7, 5 for Ava Jagello and Isabella Close with 3.
Man-to-man for Drury to start. Hoosac played a lot of that second quarter man-to-man.
Knocked away. He's going to stay with the Hurricanes.
Yeah, they tried to get it inside to Tart, and Hoosac survived the possession when it was knocked out of bounds by a Drury player. Tough pass. I think if Meg McGrath didn't have 2 fouls, she might have went for it, but smartly let it go through without risking her third
Gianna
foul.
Winnick all the way to the hoop, puts it up. No good. Rebound by Hayden. Here comes Ashland. And the pass is a little bit too far for Lily. She couldn't handle it.
Yeah, Lily Moranti tripped over her feet a little bit, and that when she tried to look up to catch the ball, she was trying to catch her feet, and she couldn't do both, and the ball went out of bounds.
Gianna Winnick hit the floor really, really hard into the hoop, and I missed it, but I caught her just getting up off the ground as the nice crowd here gives her a hand.
Yeah, she says she's fine, but she's holding her head. Frederick's not going to check her out unless it looks like it's a little more dangerous. Winnick is only a freshman, but I love watching her play, and she's one tough.
She's very tough.
Tough player out there, and they are going to sub and take a look at her. And Drury's
Bella Close is in the game.
Drury's got their three-quarter press out with Hoosac's best ball handler out. We'll see what happens. They're going to call on Reagan Shea to take over the point.
They love to screen. They love to screen. They do a good job doing it.
Yeah, they didn't even put a trap in there, Drury. It was more a token press. Good ball pressure, though.
Stolen away.
Good defense by the Twins there. One switched off and the other one dropped down and was able to pick off the ball.
McGrath gets it knocked away. Here's a race to the hoop. Shot's no good. Rebound by Moranti.
Good hustle back by Drury. Hoosac wanted to travel there, and I have to agree with him.
Shot no good by Ashlyn Hayden.
Yeah, she
got out of control there, though.
Little out of control. One more dribble she might have got there, but she went up a little early, out of control, and it didn't fall for her. Good defense by Daly there.
Yeah, shut it right off. Here comes Shea.
Good defense,
blocked.
but she gets her
All
own
the way
rebound.
To the hoop, puts it up, no good. Offensive rebound, no good.
Hoosac hitting those boards,
They're just pounding it. Stolen away by Moranti.
We've had about 8 deflections so far in this.
In a minute 3/4.
Minute and 3/4. The ball has to be protected. You got to make sure your passes. But Hoosac Valley probably has more offensive rebounds than Drury has defensive rebounds, and that's got to be fixed on the Blue Devils side. Picked up her dribble, but Ashland popped out for her.
Moranti all the way to the hoop. Loses it. Picked up by Didi. Here's Hayden's shot. No good. Rebound. Daly goes up. She's fouled. Probably on the floor, huh, John?
Yeah, definitely on the floor. The 8th grader I don't know how to pronounce that. You've said
Jagello?
it all. Yeah, what is it?
Jagello.
Jagello. Yeah, you pronounced it all night. That's my first attempt. I think I got it now. Jagello. And hit back in Wittig, a good sign for both Gianna and for the Hoosac Hurricanes. Good play by Drury.
Shot up and in. Nice feed. Off inbounds pass to Hayden. Ashland puts it in.
Well executed baseline out of bounds play. Ties up the ball game. First tie since 0-0. And a turnover if Drury can control it. Jump ball goes back to Drury. They could have came up with a turnover, but Hoosac quick to the floor, maintained. They get the arrow back in their way.
Both teams really hustling for loose balls.
But Drury gets the possession. Next one goes to Hoosac after that hustle play by both teams.
All tied at 22.
First tie since 0-0.
Delaney Hayden. McGrath. Little runner, no good. Rebound by Daly. Won't go. Daly up again and in.
Stuck with it. The Hoosac fans wanted to travel on McGrath. It wasn't called. And Daly, 2 offensive rebounds and able to cash in the second one. First Drury lead of the night.
Shea gets shut off a base. Nice pass. Scoring one.
LaJess got hit in the chin by her own player. And they're laughing about it, so no harm, no foul. They were so happy. Great finish by LaJess. Drury had a good hard foul, trying to make her earn it from the free throw line. She fought through the foul, got the basket, and can reclaim the lead for the Hurricanes. No basket, lane violation.
So it stays tight at 24.
Nothing but net, too. I think she stepped over a little bit early, and they caught her.
Full court pressure here.
Tough pass, good catch by Delaney.
McGrath, shot is going to be off the mark. 1 and out for Drury.
Yeah, I know that's not a shot Coach Downey want, an 18-footer. If it goes, it's only 2 points, but it's one of the hardest 2-pointers out there on the floor. Jump ball going to Hoosac's way.
We're going to see a lot of that, I think. Here comes Ella Bond for the first time in the second half, and here comes Addie Shepard. Shepard will replace Daly.
Yeah, Daly had a good couple minutes, especially
and
getting
Lily Moranti will come out.
Getting her first 2 points of the game. But this is where Drury has the advantage. They go to their bench and they don't miss a beat. Travel.
Off Drury's going to stay with the Hurricanes.
Yeah, no, I saw Wittig moving her feet a little bit, trying to take it out because Drury denied every pass. But it ended up going off Drury, back to Hoosac on the sideline.
Marathon Genevieve. And we got to travel. Gianna kind of lost a little bit of control there.
Yeah,
Turnover Hurricanes.
She thought she had the lane, but Drury shut it off and it led to the travel.
Here comes the pressure. These young ladies, John, regardless of what year they're in, are not backing down.
No, this is a highly competitive game. No one's backing down. It's fun to watch. This is just great high school basketball, and it might not be the prettiest game, but the effort and the desire is just the reason to be here.
Ella Bond from the corner.
In and out, hit both sides of the rim.
Here come the Hurricanes. Reagan Shea on the left side. Going to take a long, long shot. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Shepard.
Good rebound as Shea was going after her own miss.
Now we got a track meet here.
Bond wide open.
This one looks better. Still no good.
Hayden, Ashland Hayden, a great rebound.
Another 3-shot, back iron, no good.
Another rebound, and this one's going to be good 3 times. Bang. You can't give up 3 chances on one trip.
27-24 Drury. And we got a foul from behind. I think McGrath or...
McGrath, her third. Give something for the Hoosac fans to cheer, but that's McGrath's third. Let's see if Coach Downey keeps her in. It looks like he's going to stick with her right now.
3:42 left, third quarter. First Drury lead in the ball game, I believe, John. Am I correct?
They had a lead a minute ago.
Yeah.
And they Hoosac tied it up.
Just a three-point play, yeah.
Yeah.
Shot up, no good, and the ball out of bounds. It's Drury basketball.
Great defense right there. Here comes the pressure right now. And it's coming off a little. No, it looks like it's 3/4 now. Long pass, got away with it.
Ashlyn Hayden.
Oh,
Underneath. Beautiful pass. Scoring is Ashlyn Hayden.
She had her early and didn't quite get her, but she thread a needle to keep that pass alive. That is one of the few uncontested layups Drury had, and a great pass by Megan McGrath. Great vision to see it. I saw it a second earlier, but I thought she was a little late, but she threaded the needle perfectly to up the lead to the biggest lead for Drury, 29-24.
I think if both teams had their choice, John, they'd like to stay out of half-court offense. The defense has been tough on both ends. The pressure's been tough. Other than Drury getting hot early here in the second half, the only difference in the first half was the offensive boards by Hoosac Valley,
right,
dominating.
Right. And when they broke the pressure, they were able to get some layups, and Legesse was able to get to the foul line. Right now, Hoosac has Drury's picked up their defense, and Hoosac's got to work harder to get their points. And Delaney hit her third three-pointer on the trip before that opened up the three-point lead for Drury. Drury had 3 offensive rebounds on their third chance of scoring. Delaney nothing but net, and then a great pass McGrath to Ashlyn Hayden, and it's a 5-point lead by Drury. Timeout by Hoosac. We've had 3 timeouts, all trying to stop momentum. Let's see what Drury comes in on defense, and let's see what the Hurricanes have for an answer.
A lot of jump balls. Possession arrow going back and forth like crazy.
We got a 1-2-2 press by Drury. McGrath still out there with 3 fouls.
Shea does a good job.
Yeah, they had a chance to trap her, but they didn't get to the sideline. But it's already down to 20 seconds on the shot clock. Great taking away the roll there.
Knocked away by, it was either Ashlyn or Delaney, just on a baseline drive.
Yeah, 13 seconds left on the shot clock, but Drury's making everything hard right now. They got a box out, finish the play. Nice.
Shot no good, rebound by McGrath.
Again, a 17-footer is the last shot you want, but it was a...
Well, she got her runner that time, John.
Yep, no, McGrath's attacked the hoop twice and scored on both of them.
Foul's going to be on Delaney Hayden here.
Yeah,
I have her for 2.
That's going to be 3 on Drury, so they got to be careful with those fouls. Great drive by McGrath and great defense. Wittig had a nice step-in 2-point shot, and Drury got the rebound, and 5 seconds later, McGrath was able to cash it in. That was a transition basket, and now we get a 7-point lead.
Bella close in the game, along with Peyton Crane for Hoosac Valley.
Yeah, this is just like for Drury in the second quarter.
We got a blocking foul on Elabine, so there's 4 team fouls, John.
Yeah, just like the second quarter for Drury when they found themselves down. Hoosac's going to answer the call right here. And the refs have called another blocking foul on Drury. The next foul by Drury, Hoosac will be going to the line. Big 2.5 minutes here.
Shot no good, rebound. Oh, still with the Hurricanes. Another offensive board, another possession.
Yeah.
Shea trapped in the corner, trying to get out of it now.
Drury had their hands on it, but they couldn't secure the rebound.
Gianna Wittig for a long 3, drains it. That's huge.
Wide open look.
That was huge.
Wide open look because they trapped the ball, and she buried a much-needed 3 for Hoosac. Nice rebound.
Hayden, no good. Elabine up and no good. Rebound up and in.
Big rebound by Addie Shepard
Addie Shepard with her first points of the game.
And Drury's going to call timeout after the made basket. That was a big offensive rebounding trip for Drury, and Addie Shepard able to cash in to get it back up to 6, and Downey wants to call timeout after a made basket and maybe set up a defense here.
Drury has worked much harder on the glass, John, on both the offensive and defensive.
I think in the first half, Hoosac Valley got a lot of looks that they wanted. In the second half, they got to work for everything they have, and that's been a huge difference. And Drury's come out of the gate. They were down 2. They're up 13-5 in this quarter with a minute 41 to finish it off. They want to keep it going. Wittig hit a big 3 there a minute ago, and Drury answered with a 2-point basket. So minute 41 left in the third quarter. Drury wants to keep this defensive pressure up, but they don't want to foul because they're already at the limit.
14 fouls, as you said, John, for Drury, only 1 for the Hurricanes here in the third quarter.
McGrath gambled to try to read a pass.
Almost stolen it away. But out of bounds was Ashlyn Hayden.
Yeah, right there, that's a big reason to have 3 officials, because if you only
Good job there by Eddie Shepard while she was in there. And
yeah.
now the third big comes in, and Eva Moser, the senior.
Moser did a good job in the first half. This is her first minutes in the second half. McGrath works really hard on the defensive end, making it hard for Shea. Great pass by Shea, gets away though.
Still with the Hurricanes. Here's another 3. And in, using
Off
the glass.
bank. Doesn't matter how it goes. The ATM's open. The bank is open 24 hours.
Hayden got a 3. Answers
She
right
matched
there.
it. Matching threes is not what Hoosac wants. Delaney, her 4th three-pointer of the night. Great defense. Jump ball called by the ref, and now back to Drury. Matching three-pointer by Delaney. Wittig stepping up big with 2 big three-pointers in this quarter, but Delaney matched it within 5-10 seconds after Wittig's second 3 of the quarter.
We're under a minute here in the third quarter.
Nice pass.
McGrath. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Delaney Hinton, gets it over to Alabon.
They can shoot 1 if they want. Wide open.
Got another one! Delaney Hayden on fire here. That's her 5th 3 of the ball game.
Biggest lead of the game, 9. Good trap again. Wittig does a great job coming out of it. McGrath could have picked up her 4th there. Steal by Drury. 9 seconds to cash in. Hayden open.
Bond.
Short.
Could be short, yeah. At the buzzer.
They can't be disappointed. They got 19 points in the third quarter. They turned an 11-point deficit into a 9-point lead in less than 12 minutes. So Drury going into the fourth quarter with their biggest lead of the night, 39-30. Great quarter by the Drury Lady Devils.
Drury High School, tonight's paid attendance, 475 spectators. We thank you for being with us. A reminder, there's still tickets available for tomorrow's boys game. 4 o'clock start. Doors will open at 3:15 tomorrow. 3:15. Hoosac Valley at Drury, round 2 tomorrow for the boys. Stay with us at the end of tonight's ball game as we hand out our Final Four trophy banner presentation immediately following tonight's contest. Once again, thank you for being with us tonight. Hope you enjoyed tonight's game.
John, what a thrill for any young boy or girl in high school to be able to, we witnessed it last year when Drury beat English High here. The girls would love to do it. Hoosac Valley has owned that with the dynasty that was built more than a decade ago.
Yeah, but I mean, in the 80s when I played, we only had Eastern Mass, and we got knocked off in the playoffs by Cohasset by 8 points, and they ended up winning the championship over St. Joe Pitt that year. My senior year, we went 11-9, 1 game short of making the tournament. It's still a disappointment as I approach almost heading towards my 60 years, be 59 later this month, and I still disappoint not making the tournament. This is a great experience, and I'm glad these girls get to experience it.
Gianna Wittig doesn't have anything yet. Long three is up and no good. Nice
Great
box out there.
by Moser, but
Yeah, you lost it.
she fell and couldn't secure the rebound, but great box out. Takes away her left again, but she still finished.
She's very strong.
LaJess is one of the key players that would have to spearhead this comeback for Hoosac, and she gets them started with an early basket in the fourth quarter.
Elabon for three.
Long.
Back iron. Tipped up.
Good
Saved
rebound.
by Ashlyn.
Ashlyn hasn't scored much tonight, but she does all the little things for Drury. They take turns scoring, but right there an offensive foul on Vidal. And Wittig on the floor again.
She hit hard, I think.
I don't know if she got hit.
Again, I didn't see it, John. I just heard a thump.
Yeah, no, she got hit right in the mouth.
That's two on Vidal.
Yeah, Wittig
And,
was setting a
first for
screen, and Vidal decided to try to fight through it and went right through her body and must have caught her in the mouth because Wittig does not look good up top. Second time she's been hit in the head tonight. This one in the face area, and she's got the EMT checking her out. And like I said earlier, she's one tough person out there, but that was a tough blow, and I hope she can take a couple minutes, recover, and get back out there.
It'll be Hoosac Valley basketball. Hurricanes trail by 7.
Yeah, right now Drury hasn't scored. Hoosac the only basket of the quarter.
Close had the basketball. She gets it to Shea. Genevieve LaChess.
Yeah, just like the first half, Drury making it on this end of the floor. Hoosac made it tough on Drury.
Long bomb. No good. On the floor.
Jump ball going to Drury's way.
A lot of red shirts there.
You know what? Drury and Hoosac are no strangers to each other. Drury's doing a great job on Reagan Shea. Nothing was presenting itself. She had a wide open look. It was from 25 feet out, but she couldn't find the rim. But Drury's doing a tremendous job defending Hoosac's leading scorer.
Moser all the way to the hoop.
In and out.
Oh, goal. She wanted the N1 so bad.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many half-court plays right there, but Hoosac set a curl screen away, and Moser curled to the basket. Almost an and one. Now she's going to have to earn it from the free throw line. First one's true.
Eva did not play in the first matchup, John. She was still nursing a sprained ankle.
Yeah, no, that one, the first point of the quarter for Drury. 8-point lead. They started the quarter with a 9-point lead. A lot of times in the free throw shooting, they've been hitting the first one and missing the second. This would be a big one for her to cash in both.
Megan McGrath in for Carrie Vidal.
Yeah,
Vidal's had a lot of value to the team this year, John.
Yeah, she did a great job running the point all year. Yeah. She's hard-nosed, tough kid, hits some big threes. And Moser only makes one or two. Good job avoiding the trap.
Shot no good. Rebound by Hayden.
Over the back, called on Shea. Hayden is a great rebounder for being in a guard position. And right there, she fought tooth and nail for that ball, and Shea went over her back.
2 on Reagan.
Yeah, and 2 fouls on Hoosac, which isn't a bad thing if they're going to have to foul late.
Double dribble.
Yeah, she was looking up to make a play and got caught. When she looked up, a little bit of pressure, forced both hands on the ball. Unforced error there.
This is when Meg McGrath took over in the second meeting, John.
Yeah.
She had outstanding fourth quarter. And her senior leadership and her ball hand, I'm sure why she's in there.
Well, she only has 4 points, but right now she might be the defensive player. I mean, the player
nice
of the
give
game.
And go to the Jess.
She might be the player of the game with her defense on Reagan Shea, and they stopped the Jess on a drive. All the Hoosac fans wanted a foul, but they will get the ball back.
18 on the shot clock. 5:53 left in the ballgame, an 8-point Drury lead. at 40-32.
Drury stays in man-to-man.
Close with the basketball. We got a
Jump
jump
ball,
ball.
staying with
Valley.
Hoosac, but that flips the arrow. Right there, both teams aren't strangers to each other. Right there, Hoosac was running a baseline out of bounds play, and McGrath didn't even pick up Shea. She waited to where she knew she was going to go, and that's good scouting by Coach Downey.
So they're going to do it again here. Oh, nice inbounds play. And Tart scores.
Yeah, no, she's had a big ball game tonight. That was a much-needed basket. Good strength underneath. You're in a quandary right now with 5.5 minutes left. You don't want to hold the ball too long, but you don't want to go too fast. But you got to play your game. And right now the ball slowed down, making Hoosac's pressure a little more readily available.
Hot potato here.
Yeah, no.
Stolen away. Here comes Shea.
And she
And
got
there's
her
her first basket.
Yeah, we got a 4-point ball game. Timeout by Downey.
With 5:13 left in the game, Reagan Shea, the outstanding junior forward, with her first point.
Now if you're Drury, you got to worry about her going. Once that rim is opened up and the lid on the rim is taken off, she might get hot, and you got to keep an eye on her like you've done all game. But that one was a 2-on-1 run out after a little drive in the lane got stolen by Hoosac, and basket off transition defense cuts the lead to 4, and this is just exciting. Berkshire County high school basketball, the only difference today is it's a trip to the Final Four, and Drury calls timeout to try to right the ship. And right now, Hoosac made their little run. They cut the lead from 8 to 4 without their point guard, Wittig, who's on the bench. She just gave thumbs up.
Yeah.
She just gave thumbs up to Coach Frederick, and she's at the scorer's table. They might not let her in because the 5 players got in, though. She might have to wait for the next dead ball. Yeah, she'll come in the next possession. Good news for the Hoosac Lady Hurricanes as they're getting their point guard back. Moser's been handing the ball a lot lately. Backdoor for McGrath.
Listen in.
A called play out of a timeout. Good defense.
Oh, how Reagan got out of there, I have no idea.
Yeah, good defense.
Shot no good. Nice
Great
box out.
rebound. Good box out by Bond on a taller than Jess.
Stolen. Moser goes up and she's fouled. She battles under there. It isn't always pretty, but she is a battler.
No, she has done a great job her whole career. She played as a freshman, and you don't know what to expect out of her, but you always get her true effort, and right there she had it again.
A little too hard.
Yeah, their first miss. The fans are starting to scream a little bit. Hoosac fans wanted to travel there. Drury was happy to get a foul called, and Moser's going to try to get 1 out of 2 with her second free throw.
Ava Jagello out and back into the ball game. Gianna Wittig after that injury. Second one no good.
Long rebound, but Drury couldn't secure the long rebound.
Shea was on the end line there. Turnover.
Yeah, both Moser and Delaney Hayden gave pressure from behind, and Shea got caught on the sideline. With her foot touching the line, back to Drury. 6-point game. Moser gets a round of applause from the Drury fans. Good minutes out of the senior, Eva Moser. Oh, big save by LaJess.
Drury very sloppy with the ball. Wittig gives it up to Reagan Shea. Shot no good. Rebound by Drury.
Good rebound by Autumn Hayden.
Ashland, yeah.
Ashland, not Autumn. I don't know where I got Autumn from. I knew it began with A.
That is 4 fouls for Hoosac Valley here. That's going to be big, John. Only one team foul on Drury.
4 on the Jess, too. 4 is wild for Hoosac there. 1 more and they go to the line on any foul. This is where you'd like to run a little clock.
McGrath, shot won't go.
Big rebound by Delaney.
Hayden goes up, no good.
Big rebound by her sister.
Shepard's shot is no good.
They had 3 chances there, but they couldn't cash in.
Close with a big rebound for the Hurricanes.
Hoosac wants to cut the lead again. There's going to be a drive by Shea. No good. LaJess did a good job keeping it alive off Drury and not picking up her 5th foul as she attacked the offensive boards with vigor there.
Bella close, put the ball in play.
Tart from deep, blocked.
Here comes Bond.
If they hold the ball here, it'll go under 3 minutes. First good luck you want to take when you're at about 15. They're at 15, now they got to start getting their offensive going. You don't want to run nothing but clock.
Oh, Bond is going to get fouled on the offensive rebound.
And that's LaJess' 5th foul. She knows it. She's walking right to the bench. That's a big blow to the Hoosac Valley chances as LaJess has had a nice game for the Lady Hurricanes.
11 points for Genevieve, the outstanding sophomore. 7 in the first half, only 4 here. Ella Bond's first trip to the free throw line tonight.
And that's pure.
She had beautiful rotation on her shots.
You know what? I'm just happy to see her bury that. She's a good kid. I taught her in 7th grade, and I see her in the hall every day. She's friendly, happy, and it's good to see her and having a great game tonight.
1 out of 2.
She was a big difference maker in the second quarter. 7-point lead. 3 for Wittig.
Got it! Right back in it again.
Hoosac's not going to go away quietly.
3 threes for Wittig. Here in the second half.
4-point game.
Offensive foul. Ashley Hayden out of frustration threw an arm.
Yeah, right now Drury slowed down their offense. Timeout by Drury. I don't know how many he has left. He might have 1 left now. Right there, Coach Downey wants to calm down his girls. Hoosac Valley crowd was going nuts. Coach Frederick was up clapping. They are not out of this by any means. Another forced turnover on the offensive foul, and they got a shot to cut it to a 1-possession game on this possession with 2:27 left. Both sides playing their best effort. Hoosac's not going to go down without a fight. They're gamers for sure. They don't want to end their season here. And Drury's got some work to do before they can punch their ticket. They have a 4-point lead, but big defensive and offensive possession right here. Wittig with 3 3-pointers has gotten a lot of looks with all the defensive pressure that Drury's putting on Reagan Shea, and Shea's done a great job finding her young teammate for 9 big points in this second half.
(43-39) Hoosac with the basketball. 2:25 left of the ball game. Anybody's ball game here, folks.
Yeah,
number 9 Hoosac, number 1 Drury.
Coming down to the wire.
Shea, long shot, in and out, no good.
Shea went right after the rebound, and if it didn't hit the rim twice, she might have gotten it. And now Delaney Hayden's going to go to the line because Hoosac's over the limit. This is where Drury's going to make their free throws.
She has not been to the line either tonight, John.
She's had a great night from the 3-point range, and now she's going to knock some down from the 15-foot free throw line.
Drury only shooting around 50% for the free throw line tonight.
She rattles it home. I don't know. I've seen him play a lot this year, but she looked a little quick on that shot, but she rattled it home. Let's see if she can cash in too. 5-point game. Still only a 2-possession game. Under 2 minutes now, though. Hoosac's patient. They want to get a good look, but they don't want to be too patient.
Shea to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Rebound by
Big rebound.
Delaney.
Nice pass ahead. Pulled out by smartly by Shepard there. They're going to work some clock now a little bit. Oh, an offensive foul on
Bond?
On Bond. Wittig just does not give up on any cut. She fights through it, and Bond put her hands on her, and they caught her. That's the second offensive foul on Drury in the last 4 minutes.
And we got another timeout here.
This one's Hoosac.
1:31 to go in the ballgame, a 5-point Drury lead.
Yeah, right there. Drury on the last Hoosac offensive possession did a great job. They made 20 seconds come off the clock before they got a shot. They got the rebound. They got a run out. They pulled it out, but Hoosac gets the possession back after an offensive foul. And now Hoosac's going to try to draw up a play to make it a 1-possession game.
Just to do a quick recap, Hoosac Valley led 16-5 after one, and 22-20 at halftime. And then Drury, with a huge third quarter, took a 39-30 lead coming into this. So they had a 9-point lead. It's down to 5. Anybody's ballgame with a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, right now Drury has the advantage of one more foul away from the ball without going to the line, but after that, everybody's shooting free throws.
Drury 7 for 14, John, from the free throw line, and Hoosac Valley still remains 5 for 6, all from Genevieve LaJust in the first half. Nothing in the second half.
Yeah, it'll be interesting what they come out of the timeout. A lot of handoff plays coming out of a timeout. Tart from 3, short. Rebound, but no one finished.
Nobody boxed out.
No, they boxed out. They didn't go hunt the ball down. 1-possession ball game with about a minute left. Drury's got to get a basket. If not, Hoosac can tie. Drury's running the clock, but they need to get a look. Down to 15 on the shot clock, plenty of time. And you got a foul up top, so McGrath is going to go to the line. Senior with a chance to, right now they're at 50%. The goal would be to go to 2-2 to get it to a 5-point lead here. You got to make the first to get a chance for 2. But Drury has their senior leader on the line with under 50 seconds left, trying to make it a 2-possession game again. Good rotation, just wide right. Mosier back in
Needs
for
this one.
Shepard. Probably for rebounding purposes. Shepard does a good job. Mosier a little more physical underneath.
1 out of 2.
All right. That at least made it a 2-possession game. You force Hoosac to have to score 2 buckets. Right on the line there. That was close.
Wittig, wide open 3. Back
Lock.
iron, no good. Rebound. Going to see Drury's ball. Kurt Chalana says, Hoosac, you're out of bounds.
Yeah, now you got to just maintain possession. No turnovers. Hoosac will probably follow you. Protect that basketball. Ashland wants to foul on that, but it just simply goes back.
Timeout ball called by Coach Frederick.
Yeah.
Well, they're using their timeouts anyway tonight.
Well, in a tournament game, you're going to use it, and most of them, obviously, coaches know when their team needs a timeout, so I don't pretend to know. But most of them tonight were to stop momentums, and now Frederick's got one more rally call. He's going to, in my opinion, he's going to try to force a turnover in the first 5 seconds. If not, they got to decide who they're going to foul. And Drury's got to, right now, I mean, having coached a lot of time in Berkshire County basketball, if Hoosac's in man-to-man, I wouldn't be surprised if Downey sends someone deep and they try to put the game away with a breakaway touchdown. But that's trusting your your teammate to make the long pass. So we'll see if they do that. Or he's deciding who they're going to screen to get the ball
John,
to
is
go
that
to the line.
something that you practice periodically?
Yeah, you know what? I'm big late situation practicing. Like down 4, you got to go the full length of the court. Right now, you got McGrath taking the ball out, so they do have an athlete who can throw it long. I'm guessing Ella Bond, going deep, and they threw it to her. Oh, it went to Hayden. Yeah. And she missed it. Moser with a big rebound, missed it. Bond with a big rebound, pulled it out. Big offensive rebounds this time for Drury. And they foul McGrath with 25
Shea with
seconds
a foul.
left.
McGrath will go back to the line.
Well, Drury, Hoosac called timeout to put the press on. So you want to send someone deep. I thought they were
It worked.
I thought they were going to send
She
Bond.
went in at a funny angle, I thought, with the layup.
Yeah, I thought they were going to send Bond deep, but they probably switched it up because Wittig was on Bond, who's a great athlete, and they ran it for Ashton Hayden, but they got 3 chances and McGrath back to the line.
Swish on that one.
Yeah, this is big. Now, if you can make it a 3-possession game, that's only 5, so it's still only a 2-possession game, make or miss. She got it. Good defense. No fouls right now. You got 1 to waste. Let them run some clock.
Shot is no good. Rebound by Moser.
Good rebound.
Gets it to Bond.
And that's going to do it.
They're gonna
Drury's
hold the
going to
ball.
make it to the Final Four, the first time in schools in Census New State Tournament, and Drury's out there celebrating their Final Four victory. Hoosac, a very game team today. Their season comes to an end to their Northern Berkshire rival, but Hoosac Valley gave everything they had today. It was a very good high school basketball game that Drury had to do everything to come on top, and they found a way.
John, now that Drury's been challenged, and they haven't been challenged in a long time, the losses kind of to the Division IV teams were lopsided. Their wins have been lopsided. Drury has not lost to a D5 team this year. I would assume this will help them as they go forward.
Yeah, no, they
As the
needed
competition
you
gets tough.
needed a dogfight. It's going to be competition in the Final Four. Whoever gets there, no matter who you're playing. The number 1 seed, you never really know who the best team in Division 5 is because we don't know all about those Eastern Mass teams. But you got the number 1 seed for a reason. You're the best Berkshire County basketball team. You're the best Western Mass basketball team. And now you get to go battle and try to prove if you're the best basketball team in Division 5 girls basketball.
So history here tonight as the 2-time Division 5 champion, the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes, battled John. I'm very impressed with that team and what John Frederick has done with them this year.
Yeah, no, they've come a long way from the first time I saw them play. They only have 1 senior, Izzy Tart, who had a great game tonight, but they'll be back. They proved that they belong out here, and they'll be back next year.
Applause for both our teams tonight, the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes and your Drury Blue Devils. Congratulations to both teams for making it to the round of 8 of the MIAA State Tournament. And at this time, we'd like to recognize and congratulate the players and coaches from Drury High School for their victory and moving on to the semifinal round in this year's Final Four. At this time, with the captains and head coach from the Drury Blue Devils, please step forward to accept the MIAA Division 5 Final Four trophy in the 2026 banner. Congratulations, Blue Devils.
Says a lot for the youth programs around here too, John.
Yeah,
Adams
you know,
and Cheshire and North Adams.
I mean, the
that's
North,
for sure.
I don't know about the other programs, but the North Adams Youth Basketball League is one of the finest I've seen, and they do a great job. They get great volunteers. This group of high school girls go down all the time to work for the Youth Basketball League, and now they get to, enjoy the fruits of their labor, and the love for basketball is, I'd say, almost every girl on that team helps contribute with the youth basketball. And Drury has 3 seniors, but they have a lot of key players coming back for years to come. So they can make a little run here in Division 5 basketball. What an exciting time for the Drury Lady Devils. Final Four appearance, and tomorrow we get to see if the boys can cash their ticket against the same Northern Berkshire rival, Hoosac Valley. Another exciting day of basketball ahead tomorrow.
Try to go down. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try to go down on the floor and get as many players and as I possibly can, as Drury will take down the net here very shortly. So don't go away. More to come here. You're watching girls high school basketball on Northern Berkshire Community Television. You want to join me, John?
Sure.
Get out of here.
It is on.
How exciting. Oh, I gotta grab my sheet. I gotta grab my paper, John. Sorry.
I'll grab it.
Okay. Thank you. Those are fouls.
Oh, fouls.
Never in doubt.
No, never.
Right from the opening step.
Oh, couldn't you sense it? Delaney, did you cut yet? Did you cut? Come on. Right here, bud. Okay, you're right here. You're good. You're good. Okay, we're down on the floor with Delaney Hayden, the outstanding junior. Had an incredible game tonight overall, offensively, defensively. You guys were in a battle all the way, weren't you?
Whole game, yeah. It was insane.
And, you know, I've seen a lot of your games. I've done a lot of your games, seen a lot of games, sat with your grandparents all season long. And that three was just working for you tonight, and you got hot in the second half.
Yeah, the left side's my side. Once I hit one, I'm going.
Yeah, and they did keep feeding you.
Yeah.
All the hard work you guys have put in, the disappointing loss last year here to Lee, isn't this all worthwhile?
Yes, it's insane. Like, I can't even, I don't know.
And it hasn't ended yet.
Yep.
We're going to see it down the road somewhere next week.
Right.
Delaney, congratulations. Enjoy your night.
Thank you.
Eva. Eva Moser, we're gonna get you on twice in about a week. Another incredible night. I thought Coach Jacoby and I felt your presence in there, defending. You just battled. It was tough under the boards tonight, wasn't it?
It was. No matter if it was fouls called or not, it's physical and it's a lot. But I think we just really pushed. I mean, being physical is one of the best attributes you can have in basketball. Not everyone has that, and I feel like we battled. I know that's what I put my mind to. And I tried to play clean and play basketball, play the game of basketball, not the opponent. And I think that's what we did tonight, and that's why we won.
Yeah, John, anything for?
Yeah, I think you had some great dance moves after you won the game. Congratulations. A nice way to go out your senior year. I thought you and Addie and Elise did a great job covering their bigs all night long, taking turns. And I thought you did a good job solidifying it there. Like, you did a great job defensively, especially when Drury made their run in their second quarter. So feel good about it, and now you got some more work to do.
Yep. The three of us really makes us like we can just rotate in and just tarnish on the other team's bigs. So,
Eva, good luck. Good luck next week.
thank you.
And we'll see. Enjoy the night.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Have a good one.
Okay, well, this may be the last one. I'm not sure yet, but I got Coach Ian Downey here. And Coach, first of all, from all of us, congratulations. It's been an outstanding season. It's something special going on with this team this year that I can sense too. But I said to Coach Jacoby towards the latter end of the game, it's a close one. I didn't think you had been in a close game since Wacona. I checked it out today, but they were ready for this. And Hoosac Valley brought everything they had.
Yeah, it's funny you said that. I was a little worried about that. Obviously, we've kind of been in cruise mode here for a little while, and you don't know how your team is going to react when you dig in a close game. Again, this guy knows fully well, my senior year, we lost to Wacona after we beat them multiple times in the season. So I know it's really hard to beat someone twice, three times. So it was a concern of mine. Plus, it's Hoosac. And I don't care what type of season they've had, until you knock them off, they're still the back-to-back champs. And again, I don't know if you want to say it's poetic or not, but to be able to go through them, I think shows what this group has been able to do this year. Because again, I've been saying about them, they have it, and it's hard to explain from a coach's perspective, but they find ways to win. And I might have had better teams in the past maybe, but this team has figured out how to lock in like any team I've ever been able to coach. And that has resulted in these close games that we're winning this year, where in years past we've lost. So, I'm extremely happy for the girls. Basketball is such a long season, and for them to be able to celebrate and validate everything that they've been put in, all the work they've put in, is just, as a coach, it just makes you happy.
Yeah, and Hoosac Valley, you kept them down again. Great defensive job. Reagan Shea and Genevieve LeJess are incredibly talented young basketball players, and I'm not positive. I unofficially had Reagan for that 2 points late in the ball game.
Yeah, again, if you want to beat Hoosac, you can't let Genevieve and Reagan go off. You can't. They're too big part of their offense. So we knew we were going to have to stop one of them. and they're not easy to stop. Genevieve controls the paint. She likes to get to the free throw line. So our message going in was to try and again, harass Reagan as much as we can and not let Genevieve get to the free throw line. Obviously in the first quarter, giving up, what was it, 16 points, I think, in the first quarter. That was my message. If you watched it in the first quarter, I didn't let them sit. That was what I was upset about, was the 16 points. Now, that being said, I'd be lying to you if I didn't think, for the most part, we did our game plan. Their role players made shots in the first half. And in order to win games like this, you need people to make shots. Most of the time, it's your better players. But their role players in that first half made shots, which put them up big and kept them in the game. So the message at halftime was really, we've been a third quarter team all year long, and to come out and play defense and kind of just trust that what we were doing in the first half would work, and it did.
Yeah. John, you got anything?
Yeah, no, I thought the key was the second quarter. You were down by 11 and you cut it to 2 going into halftime. You have the depth to play with any team in the league, and you showed it again tonight. I think the three-headed monster at your 5 or your big position, Eva Moses stepped up. Addie had a big basket at one point, and Elise had a basket in the third quarter. But I thought your second quarter was the key, because I thought the girls were a little uptight and nervous coming out of the game, which they have to go through Hoosac. They know they have to beat them 3 times. They want to make it to the Final Four. But once you righted the ship in the second quarter, I thought you had it in. But Hoosac kept answering, and I thought, like you said earlier, your girls did a good job handling the momentum of the game. Megan McGrath had some big points down the end. You can go on and on about your team, feel good about it, go enjoy it with them. But I thought the second quarter was huge, and I thought you did a good job. Baseline out of bounds play, you got a layup on. You did a good job all night long with your timeouts and keeping them in check, and they have a well-deserved trip to the Final Four. I'm so happy and proud of you doing that as a former player of mine.
And again, just to kind of piggyback on that, I've talked to them about, I only get 5 timeouts to stop momentum. And in games like this, the players have to learn how to stop momentum themselves. And again, momentum comes in a lot of different forms, right? It can come in the form of taking a charge, maybe a big block. Obviously, in the guys' game, it could be a dunk. But in our game, it could be a three-pointer. And I thought at times when it felt like Hoosac was going to get the momentum back, we hit a big 3, and Delaney certainly hit some of those. So again, as a coach, when you talk to your players and you ask them to do stuff and you explain stuff, and then they go and do it on the court, it's really is the coolest feeling. And for them to at times stop momentum themselves and me not having to waste a timeout was a testament to really what they've been able to do all season long.
Well, there were a couple of battles up here between your team and the Hoosac Valley team. They're so well coached, and as you said, Coach, they're 2-time, back-to-back defending D5 champions. But again, I really think there's something special going on here, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck as you go forward into the semifinals. We'll see who you have to play. I would not be shocked if it was 1, 2, 3, 4, but we'll see what happens. But Coach Ian Downey, congratulations. You're on to the Final Four, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, guys.
Congrats,
Thank
enjoy it.
You want any of the players or no?
I got quite a few of them already.
All right.
We're going to round it up, ladies and gentlemen. The final score again, Drury 47, Hoosac Valley 41. And for Wyatt Mino and for John Jacoby, I'm Rick Boer saying thanks a lot for joining us, everybody. Have a great night. Good night.